Hey guys, so today I am going to answer a lot of questions that oh, this stuff smells so good still, that a lot of people ask all the time about the babies, as far as like, how often do you change their clothes, how often do you comb their hair, and what do you do with your babies off camera. This little outfit came from Patricia's Reborn Babies, and she sent this especially for Lizzie. Lizzie's a big girl, as you guys can see. She is very much big girl. I didn't bring her a blanket, so we're gonna have to deal with what we got. But as you guys can see, she hasn't been changed since the last video. So I don't know how long ago that was actually. But some of my babies I change and dress out a lot more frequently. I think I dress Jade, well, I know I dress Jade more than I dress Lily. Not Lily, Lizzie. I honestly rarely dress change Lizzie. I change Lizzie every so often, which is probably like she might get changed twice a month. Sometimes she might actually go, I don't know how long I had her, but I think she at least get changed twice a month. Sometimes she might go a whole month without getting changed, depending on what she's wearing. And I'm going to go ahead and answer this question because I know it will come. Do I change my silicone babies more or my reborn babies? And the answer to that is, believe it or not, I think I change my silicone babies more. For whatever reason, I tend to think that the silicone babies are more durable for that. I think that they, I always feel like I can change them more. But I'm very careful when I change my babies. And I don't know if everybody else is like super careful when they're changing their babies and interacting with their babies. Number one, the first thing I do before I go and pick up even my reborn or my silicone baby is I wash my hands and make sure they're dry and all that stuff, and don't have no oils or perfumes on it when I get ready to dress them. That's one of the things that I do. And then I get them, I start picking them up and stuff like that. When I do their hair, right after I do their hair, I usually go wash my hands before I interact with them anymore, so that I don't get the hair products on them. But I know which dolls I have in my collection that hair might bleed and which ones don't. I've to date so far haven't had a baby from Claire Taylor that has had hair that bleed at all. I don't do their hair as much. I think I dress them more than I do their hair. They might get their hair done once every other month. And it's not because I'm afraid of the hair coming out. It's just because the way that they are rooted, the hair don't really get fully out of place, and it's really like no need to. So I don't do unnecessary things to my dolls. Like, I love powder and silicone babies, no lie. But because they don't really need it, I don't do it. My clear babies don't need powdering because they don't get sticky and they already have a powdery feel. So I don't do it. Now I could do it for the smell, and like I said, I put some in her diaper once for that, but I don't use it because I don't need to. So that's the same thing with their hair. I don't do Lizzie hair or Jade hair because for the most part I could, if I really wanted to, just, you know, rub it down and stuff like that. It don't, like, there are some pieces like in the back where it's really curly and it curls up, like right here, that hair curls up, and so if it's not wet it don't necessarily lay down, but she's gonna lay down. So I'll be like, why even bother, because it's just gonna stick back up. So I don't, you know, do the unnecessary brushing and all that stuff, but when I do, they don't lose hair, and you know, I'm happy for that. But yeah, I'll brush that down now. But yeah, she's pretty much, they're pretty much like very low maintenance. I'm gonna put her on a headband. So I definitely don't really need to do much to her hair right now because it would just be messed up. Oh, this romper is so cute on her, and it fits her like it's perfect size. I think it was a 3 to 6 months. Oh, 6 months, size 6 months. Yeah, and you see it fits her really good. And the other thing is, and this was in my Facebook group, like, what's your routine with your babies? Do you hold them? Do you dress them? Do you, you know, give them a bottle and stuff like that? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. A lot of people probably assume that I hold my babies a lot. I don't necessarily like hold them per se a lot. I do pick them up. I do cuddle them. So I won't lie about that part. But for the most part, like, I hate to put her on socks. Her little feet are so cute. But for the most part, this is what I do. I dress them and I'll get them all cute and pretty. And some of them I am drawn to. It just feels like I just gotta pick them up. I need to put her on some shoes. But like, I'll pick her up and I'll hold her because she just feels good. But one of the girls in my group told me, well, she commented and said something, and I think that might be what it is about the babies that I didn't know, and that might be why it feels so good when you pick them up. She was saying that the weight of them on your chest relieves anxiety, and it might be the weight of them, because the way she falls in, and I've said this plenty times on my video before, but I never put it together. The way she falls into my chest, she feels so real. And I never, you know, summed it up to that, of being the weight of her is what, the weight of the babies is what's so common as a piece of thread or whatever. But yeah, that might be the thing. And then, like I said, they feel really good as far as even just like the softness of them, the weight, everything is just so realistic on them, and that might be it. But a lot of times for me, for the most part, what I do is I take pictures of them, I pose them around my house, and I don't know, I really love on them a lot. I have been able to really pose them and like stage them around my house because my puppy is with the girls, and I let them take the puppy with them. I just, you know, maintain all the expenses for him, which I don't know, I may have to bring him home for a little bit because he's gotten sick over there. He's not accustomed to being around other dogs, and when they go to the pet park, I think he might have caught something from one of the other dogs. So I don't know, but we're gonna take him to the vet and see. And so I'm really concerned about that. But if I have to, I'll just put my babies back up and bring him home and get him well and stuff like that. But he anyway, that's a whole nother subject. But yeah, so mostly this is what I do. I pose them, I look at them. Sometimes I'll sit and hold them, and when I hold them, it's weird because if I'm not in the rocker, now if I'm in the rocker, I'll hold them for a long time, but if I'm not in the rocker, I'll pick them up, look at them, possibly sometime walk past the mirror, which is crazy that I have to do that every time, to see how realistic they look in my arms. And then I put them back down and I'm done. And that is, you know, pretty much what I do. She looks so, her legs and everything just looks so real, and it just reminds me so much of my baby, my firstborn daughter. Oh my God. It is crazy when I look at her little fat thighs. But anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.